Okay, you want to know what the deal is? Here's the deal. If someone loves you for your potential, if someone loves you because she looks at you and sees certain attributes in you and sees in you the man that you can become and loves you for that, then she's not truly loving you. She is in love with an abstraction. She is in love with what she wants you to be. She is in love with the man that she fantasizes about you becoming, rather than loving you in your actuality. And I think it's much easier for women to think they love a man when they really love, or they call it love, whatever you want to call it. I'll just call it love for a shorthand here. What they really love is their fantasy of you in 5 years, you in 10 years, you in 15 years. And this is, something that I think younger men especially need to hear. The agenda that she might have, I don't say that a woman inevitably has this as an agenda, but she might, unbeknownst to you, and maybe not even really known to her, in a sense that she articulates it to herself, but just it might exist in some primal sense within her. The extent to which she sees in you the potential for becoming this sort of man, and the fantasy that she might have about, oh, he's so smart, he'll easily do this or that, and will live this kind of life, and it's really easy for women to fall into that trap, let's call it. And that's why you see, girls and younger women writing things like their name with your last name, in their notebooks, or even if it's somebody that they they just have a crush on. Even if it's just a celebrity crush, it could be something just totally silly, that they know is silly, but there's still this idea of taking your last name. Yes, they still fantasize about that. Believe me, they do. Even in our day of feminism and hyphenation and all that, there's still something to them romantic in the idea of having your last name. And then writing down, a child's name, somebody that they envision as a child with your last name, and so forth and so on. It may just be that they have an idea of what you're going to become, and it may just be that you're not going to become what she has in her mind that you will become. And it may be that it was never in the cards for you to become what she wanted you to become. But in any case, when it happens, when down the road she finds out that you're not developing into the man that she thought you were going to develop into, it's almost like a betrayal. And I believe this is why, or one of the reasons why, most women are the ones who generally initiate divorces. It's because they imagine it to be playing out a certain way, and it's not playing out the way that they thought it would play out, and they feel betrayed. Not because not because you, that is the man, have done anything wrong per se, but just because you haven't lived up to the potential that she saw in you, or that she envisioned in you from the start. And that, again, was maybe never in the cards. Maybe never should have been in the cards. Maybe was never part of God's plan for your life. If you want to bring God into it, and I do, so I will. But if you don't see things that way, you can phrase it a different way. I don't care. So here's the lesson. Make sure that she loves you for who you are, for the actuality of you, for the reality of you, not for the potentiality of who you might be in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Make sure of that. That's the important thing.